Gonna go for a ride in the 05 wagon. STI turbo, full bolt-ons. I mean, I don't know, it's decently fast.
I'm almost there.
I like the interior.
I know how
ATI triple gauge cluster. None of it works. We're getting there. Don't get me wrong, Jake's interior being red is sick, but the all black cloth, I really can't lie, it's kind of nice. I mean, black cloth seats, you get the black dash. I mean, I'm gonna end up getting the black interior center console for this so that it kind of matches. Maybe get the Billet Works HVAC knobs, match the shifter.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm thinking I'm trying to get the interior black eventually, but I mean that's a project for another day.
Pretty sure that's more than enough space for you to back out, right?
Yeah.
You should be fine, right?
Yeah.
I have more than enough confidence in you. All right, I'll spot you. Oh yeah, that power steering.
Yum.
Me too though. It's okay. Ooh, that's really bad. You're good. You're good. You're not good.
You're not good.
Straighten yourself out. Just like back up. Keep straightening yourself out. Go ahead. Just trust me. Okay. Go ahead, buddy. Back. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Yep. Now turn. Go ahead. You're clear. Just go. Just go. Trust me. Stop being a baby. You're not. You're past my car. Look, see? And just keep going. See? Look at that. Dude, those fog lights look really, really nice. This was supposed to be a video about 5 things we hated about our cars, but honestly, every time we get into them, it's like, I love it. I love it so much.
Steering. I absolutely hate my power steering.
I forgot I was in first gear. I'm sorry. What short shifter do you have on here? Alright, that's why. It's way different than mine because like you and your dad both have the same where like your neutral is like at the bottom.
Yeah, my neutral sits really far back. It's really strange. I really don't like the way that the cop did that one.
I mean, you can adjust it though, right? Like right now, okay, like right now I'm in neutral. Okay, there we go.
Right. I think so. I'm not quite sure.
That's why I stalled, by the way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I was in neutral. I really have to do the whole sidewall shake with this car.
So our power steering systems don't use regular power steering fluid. They use ATF,
Which is fucking weird.
so I don't know if it's or if there's any way I can get an upgraded power steering pump, or maybe if the STI steering rack was better.
Oh, dude, what people do, so
I know the steering ratio on the STI is shorter. It's supposed to improve that. So
well, normally what I've heard is what people do, and this was like before I got my car, so I don't know if it's still a popular thing. People would take the 15 plus steering rack from like the WRX, and then they would just kind of retrofit that onto there. Let's see how much 20 bucks will get you.
oh, not a lot.
Remember back in the days of old when like $20 would be like literally 3/4 of your tank? That was about 2 years ago. What's going on, guys? Here at the Homie Cam, and today we're just doing. Today we're just talking about, I think, like, what is it, like just a couple of the things that like we absolutely dislike about these cars. Not saying we hate them, not saying that they're like absolutely garbage, but certain things just from factory that just are not the most desirable, as Cam put it earlier. And once you see them, you're like, oh, I'm gonna totally change that. Like that's not pleasant at all. We're in Cam's car. He's driving me around today because I was being lazy. So yeah. Just a good old SS Marrow. Little American muscle. American muscle meets Japanese muscle. Who's gonna win? Ooh, did he skirt too?
He did actually.
right, buddy. You knew this one was coming. You knew this one was coming, especially because, like, I'm pretty sure 2 videos ago I specifically was talking about wagons, and I was gonna try to use yours, but I was like, oh, you guys have good struts. So, I'm talking about the rest, guys. The rest is awful. It's bad.
Let's take a look.
You would think that they're winter cars, so like straight from factory, they should be good for the winter. They should be good to like withstand like salt and snow and all of that stuff getting in there, but they're not. As you guys can see, as I mentioned before in the other videos, that's like completely rusted. And if you look at the other two, we've got the exact same problems over here, and also again over here. Literally all of them are just destined to die, as Cam put it earlier. Oh, look at you, already getting ahead of me. Already getting ahead of me. That was the next thing I was gonna talk about. Right there, literally right there. How much I hate working on them because of the amount of space that you don't have. Literally, I love this car. I love them so much. I think they're amazing, and I don't regret getting it in any way, shape, or form. However, I do wish that they found a way to make this more of a, like, I don't know. I wish they found a more conventional way to fit everything in there. I don't know. Maybe making the engine bay a little bit bigger. Maybe making the engine a little bit more. I don't know, dude. They should have done something. Doing literally anything on this car that involves like really taking apart the motor is kind of a nightmare. Like, for example, let's put this into perspective. Doing that AOS was the biggest pain in the ass because trying to fit all of those hoses under all of this was a nightmare. And if it wasn't for these two right here, it definitely wouldn't have happened. I'll be honest with you. That was stressful, and they can attest to that, which is why they're both walking away right now. It's because they don't want to talk about it. What you got there, pal? Is that a AOS? Crawford AOS, yeah? I'm gonna take this real quick and just throw it in the back. Oh, it's locked. All right, you're lucky. You're lucky. And also just like simple things. Like I feel like doing fuel rails and doing like fuel stuff should be easy, but I can't even really see where anything is. I mean, I know where it is because I've worked on it before, but to get in there, to have to move all of this stuff to get there is just the most frustrating thing. I also think I'm probably just a little bit salty because I need to do all of my fuel stuff, and I just need to grab the fuel pressure regulator and also I think injectors and grab a tune, and then I should be good. Should be good.
Well, actually, that's just going to be injectors and tune because there's an FPR sitting in my glove box for you.
For me? For me? For me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Go check it out.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Cameron, you lie. You don't do this. Oh my God, is this literally the... Boy. Where'd you... He just disappeared. He's like a fairy. He just left. Moving forward, the interior on these cars is also not the greatest, at least for like the GDs. They're just kind of like cheaply made, and thanks to Cam, I actually got these red Alcantara doors, which is just a lot of like, I feel like things you would want to probably change when you come in here, like the fact that I only have 2 cup holders, one of which is kind of in the way when I try to shift, and the other which can't really hold a drink that well, especially if I'm like, you know, going fast or turning. And I mean, space in the back exists, sort of, if you're a child or like maybe like a really small person. But even like with me, I'm not really a tall guy, and people have a hard time sitting behind me. So it's a small car. It's not really like a drive around town with all your friends kind of car. It's a driver's car, so it has the bare bones stuff. But it is what it is. I chose that. I knew what I was getting into. I just wish they put a little bit more thought into it. The next thing I want to talk about is the ride height, and I know I did it to myself because I threw coilovers on there, but I didn't know what I was really doing when I did it. I kind of just was like, oh yeah, coilovers, they're gonna be awesome, it's gonna make the car feel better. But I threw them on way too early, and I put them on way too low. So now I'm kind of just sitting there. Every time I drive anywhere, I feel really bad about myself because I hit a bump and I think I broke something. So not the biggest fan on coilovers right now, or maybe just getting some better ones might change my mind, but I don't know. How do you have coilovers now?
Yeah, but mine are set to stock STI height.
So what's the... all right, so they're just stiffer.
Right. No,
Okay.
so they're lower. The STI came lower than the WRX. The STI came with lowering springs already on them. They were either blue or pink.
Oh, okay.
So this is basically coilovers just set to the stock STI height. so they're lower than the WRX. But
I mean, it's because when I initially pulled up, I couldn't tell that you had coilovers. I remember you telling me about it. I remember. I just, when I pulled up, looked at it and was like, oh, he's still stock height. Maybe he didn't put them on yet. Oh, okay. Well, I did park right in front of that. I probably should have noticed. Coilovers is something that can be really, really good for your car. Just do it the right way the first time. Don't drop your car and be like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Especially if you live in an area where your roads aren't really the greatest. So, at least for me, that's one of the things that I'm not too keen on. This is a real personal one. As much as I love my car now, and I really have fallen in love with it, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Bugeye face when I first got it. It's nostalgic. I played with it in games and stuff, but I never really wanted to own one. Really been more of like a blob-eye guy, you know? It looks more aggressive to me, at least personally. It screams, yes, I'm coming at you, not like happy, derpy, cool car, you know what I mean? It's growing on me now, so I guess I can half confirm that I hate it, but I don't actually hate it. But I hated it. We're gonna count it. We're gonna count it. I think this is probably gonna be the last thing I talk about, but it's gonna be the paint, at least for me. I got the World Rally Blue because it was super iconic. Everyone loves the World Rally Blue Subarus, and I've, like I said, grown up with it. So to have one was kind of a dream of mine, but upon some closer inspection and looking at all the imperfections on there, it kind of makes you be like, ah, I just want to repaint it. And when you do repaint it, like, I wouldn't mind having it the same color, but at the same time, if I'm gonna spend that money, I want something different. I want something new. I want something cool. And all of these little rust spots, all of the imperfections and like the clear coat coming off on certain spots and the scratches and everything, I just think it's time for a refresh and some nice new paint. So I hate it right now. I do. And like that's a strong word, but it's the truth. I genuinely dislike the way that my car looks right now. So we're gonna do everything we can to fix that and make it look better and feel better. Right? Because that's what we do here at breakyourstuff.com.
indeed.
What happened where? I'm pretty sure I got upset one day doing something and I like, you know. But that was pretty much it. That's all I had for today. It's a quick video, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys. And also, shout out to Cam for the fuel pressure regulator that literally saves my life so much, you have no idea. And now all we need to do is get injectors and a tune, realistically speaking. I am going to put a turbo in though because I really want that Via. So against everyone's wishes, I am going to do it. If it blows up, we have another motor to rebuild, but I really hope it doesn't blow up. I really hope it doesn't blow up. Anyways, peace out guys, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be hopefully like within a couple days. Say bye to buddy. Peace out. Dude, my boy over here with the JDM STI strut braces, matching front and rear. What? Let me just grab these real quick. It'd be a shame if someone, you know, put them on an 05 or something when it belongs clearly on the OG WRX from the 03 rally days. Clearly.
Actually, these came off in 05, so they're going back on.
No one asked you!